Well, welcome to Streetlight USA. My name is Skye Steele. I'm the CEO of Streetlight, and I will be your guide on this virtual tour of our campus. So Streetlight USA began in 2009. Streetlight was an effort of over 75 different churches here in the Valley. In 2009, this property was purchased, and in 2011, Streetlight took our first child. To date, we have served over 1,300 girls between the ages of 11 and 17 who are either victims of human trafficking or who are at risk of being trafficked. So on our campus, we have two different programs. We have a group home, and our group home provides services for girls between the ages of 13 and 17, most of who are in the Department of Child Safety custody. So the girls come into Streetlight and immediately they're enrolled in Prestige Academy. Prestige Academy is our on-site school, and they go to classes in the evenings. They go to fitness classes and yoga classes. They get to do life skills and a lot of different fun things in the afternoons once school is over. Our second program is the Sanctuary, and the Sanctuary is our behavioral health program, and that program is designed for girls aged 13 to 17 who are trafficked and who are in need of behavioral health intervention and treatment. So both programs serve the same population of girls, and we have 35 beds on our campus for girls who need our services. So here we're in our lobby today, and right behind me is a mural. This mural was painted by a child who came to Streetlight, and what she said when she came to Streetlight is she had absolutely no hope and that her life was very dark. So if you look at the mural, what you'll see is light at the end of a tunnel. And on top of the light at the end of the tunnel, we have some art that's highlighted by several of our young women. One of the main coping skills that they utilize to get through the day is art. And we like to make sure that they have enough to do, and we like to make sure that they are able to use their coping skills while they're here in treatment. So follow me. We're going to head on into the campus and see some of our spaces. This is our intake room. Streetlight USA provides intakes to girls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the last 4 weeks, we have seen a huge increase in the number of referrals that we're getting for girls that are being trafficked. And so in order to meet the need, we're working around the clock to bring young girls in between the ages of 13 and 17 who are in need of our services. In 2017, programs all across the state were facing a crisis. And that crisis was watching our young girls and our young women AWOL, or leave from programs that were designed to help them. The girls come in with a trauma bond, which is a bond that they have to their trafficker or the person who's harming them. And they have this innate desire to go back to the person that was harming them. We made a huge revamp to our intake process. And what we've done is we have created an intake room that meets the needs of the girls emotionally and physically. So in our intake office, we have sensory modulation equipment. We have things like bubble tubes and lap pads that help the girls to regulate when they come in. And we have also extended our intake to go from 1 day to 5 days. So our intake coordinator, the service providers, law enforcement, the main thing that we're focused on when a girl is recovered and when a girl comes to Streetlight is intervening with a relationship. What I've found is that the relationship itself is the intervention in the life of a child who has been trafficked. So yes, we need the paperwork. Yes, we need the documents to be signed. But more than ever, we need to connect with that child so she feels wanted, so she feels safe, so she feels secure here at Streetlight. As a result of the changes that we made to our intake process, we have seen a 94% rate of the girls staying. 94% of the girls that come to Streetlight stay at Streetlight. They're not AWOLing, they're not running, they're not going back to their pimps. They are fighting against what their natural desire is, which is to run, and they're staying. Due to efforts of the collaborative, which includes Mercy Care and law enforcement and the Strengths Court, judges, service providers, wrapping services around these kids and these young women in our community, we're seeing huge success in our programs. We're seeing the girls really fight against what they feel, and they are determined to succeed. They're determined to make a difference in their lives, and they're determined to make something positive out of something that was negative. So this is our visitation room. All of the girls that come to Streetlight do have visitors. They have their parents come and see them, sometimes grandma, grandpa, brothers and sisters. We also have children here who are moms, and so their parent aides will bring their children, the babies, to visit. What we found is that children really need a safe and warm environment to be able to have family visits. So this is the first space that we remodeled. What you see in this area is sensory modulation equipment. And what the sensory modulation equipment does is it helps for the girls to ground, to center, and it helps for the nervous system to regulate so they can have a nice, calm, peaceful visit. Dr. Angela Solomon is our director of programs, and she was the mastermind behind some of the environmental redesigns that we've done here at Streetlight. So we are very proud of this space that we're able to offer our girls and the visitors that come here to see them. So this is our Choices store. When the girls come into the group home, they immediately enter a program that allows them to earn points. Our therapeutic program coach meets with them on a daily basis and helps them to make the right choices. So here at Streetlight, we don't believe in being punitive. We believe in being proactive and helping the girls to heal. So what that means is our behavior modification program helps the children to learn how to make positive choices. So for example, if a child has an interaction with another child that ended in a verbal altercation or a physical altercation, our therapeutic program coach will walk them through what they could have done differently, and will walk them through learning how to make amends, things like saying sorry, and making sure that they stay in good relationships with one another. So as the children progress in the program, they're able to gain points and go shopping in our Choices store. Our Choices store is filled with 100% donations, so things like makeup and fun things that girls love, curling irons and clothing and shoes. All of that is donated by community partners and individuals and churches who really care about the girls and who want to see the girls succeed. So this is our therapy office. Our sanctuary program provides individual therapy and groups to girls between the ages of 13 and 17 who are in need of stabilization and therapeutic intervention. So what you see in this room is sensory modulation equipment that helps for the girls to regulate their nervous systems when they come into a therapy session. Miss Amy Engel is our in-house therapist, and she has an amazing connection with the girls in the sanctuary program. So it's not a typical therapy room. It's not a typical counselor's office. We've made it really fun and warm and inviting. So when teenagers can come in, they want to sit down and they want to chit chat and have a session with our therapist. And we're seeing huge success just by paying attention to the therapy environment that the girls are in. In 2018, we launched our in-house academic program. The name of our school is Prestige Academy. We're the home of the Pink Pumas. And what we found is the girls that are coming into our program really struggle with education. So we transformed our program to utilize trauma-informed education. We have 2 academic counselors here at Streetlight who work with the girls directly on their academics. The girls who are coming into our program are coming at different levels academically. So our academic counselors meet with them individually, and they develop an academic plan that the girls can work on. And what we found is a lot of times the girls that are coming to Streetlight have been out of school for months, sometimes years. And so it really does take that one-on-one direct instruction to work with them through their fears and through their anxiety around academics to get them to move forward with their education. So this is our art room. This is the room where all of our girls have their art classes, their yoga classes, their exercise classes, and their living skills classes. So when the girls come in for their classes, all of the volunteers or our staff are facilitating them right here. Again, you'll see sensory modulation equipment, things like twinkle lights and bubble tubes and weighted lap pads and mats, all to aid in the girls' healing as they have difficult conversations, as they participate in things that are very challenging and where they're really digging deep in order to do the work to recover. paying attention to the environment and us making sure that the girls have what they need to recover has really made a difference in their recovery process. So I want to tell a quick story about one of our girls who graduated from our program. So about a year ago, we had a child who was having a really difficult time, and she was coming to the end of her time with us, and while she was excited to transition out of Streetlight and further her journey, she was really nervous about it. So she started to make some really poor choices, and my staff was concerned, I was concerned. I came into this room while she was sitting down listening to some music, trying to help her self-regulate, and we had an honest conversation. And what I told this child, I told her I loved her, I told her that I understood that she was in a difficult situation, but that if she continued to make poor choices and continued to leave the facility without permission, that we were going to have to look at a different placement for her. And after that conversation, she pinky promised me that she would never leave Streetlight again without asking. And you know, that child never left again without asking. And she graduated from school, she went on to college, and she went home to live with her mother. So, you know, we are seeing so much success with all of our girls at Streetlight, even though it's a tough battle that they have and they're fighting every day. As they continue to fight and we come alongside of them, they're making huge success. This is our commercial kitchen. The girls, all of their meals are prepared right here in this commercial kitchen, Monday through Friday. We have an amazing chef on site, on our staff, who spends a countless amount of hours making sure the girls get wonderful meals Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, the girls prepare their meals family style in the cottages with each other and with staff. The vision for our kitchen here, we have so many girls who would love to go into the restaurant industry and who have a huge passion for cooking. So our hope is to develop a culinary arts program here at Streetlight, so the girls can participate in that program, learn a life skill, and once they graduate from our program, go out into the community and make a difference in the restaurant industry. This is our donation room. 99% of the items that come to Streetlight for the girls are donated. They're donated by churches, by individuals, and by businesses that we partner with. So all the shoes, the clothing, the hygiene products, Bibles, paper, notebooks, education materials, everything comes by way of generous individuals in the community. So when the girls come into Streetlight, many times they have not been able to go shopping on their own. Their clothes were given to them by their trafficker or by the person in whose control they were under. So they are so excited to come into our donation closet and choose clothes for the first time, choose shoes for the first time, and choose their own bedding and their own sheets for the very first time. This is one of our cottages. This is where the girls live on a daily basis. Our cottage either has 4 bedrooms or 5 bedrooms. It has a kitchen, a living room, a dining room, and because we're girls, 2 bathrooms for all of the girls to utilize. So our group home, every girl who comes into the group home has a roommate. In our behavioral health residential cottage, those girls have a room of their own. So in the cottages, the girls are doing things like groups. They are learning how to live together in community. On the weekends, they participate in meal prep. They make their own menus, and the staff are always engaging them and really trying to love on them as a mom would love on a child or an aunt would love on a niece. We're very big on family here at Streetlight. We know that God's original design for how children are supposed to grow up and transition into society is in a family. So we pride ourselves on being a professional family here at Streetlight, and we are seeing our girls succeed. So this is our garden, our community garden. We've had a faithful volunteer for the last several years who has come in every week and helps to tend to the garden. This is one of the most amazing things that the girls love to do on a weekly basis. They always tell me how soothing it is and how it really helps them to ground, it helps them to center, and it's a huge coping skill for them. I will tell you that some of the only vegetables that they eat are vegetables that they tend to in this garden. They take pride over the fact that their carrots are growing, that their zucchini is growing, that their pumpkins grow, and that their watermelon grows. And they take pride in cleaning it, washing it, eating it, and bringing it to me and saying, "Miss Skye, do you want some of our vegetables?" So we're so proud of our garden. It's been going well for the last 4 to 5 years and continues to grow and be a real place of healing for our children. In a world of social distancing and uncertainty with the COVID-19 crisis, now more than ever, we need your support. We have young girls who are being trafficked at alarming rates, and we have girls coming into our program daily who are searching for love, they're searching for guidance, they're searching for security, and with the help of friends like you, supporters like you, we are making a difference in the lives of the girls here at StreetLight. Some ways to get involved here at StreetLight: please go to our website at www.streetlightusa.org. Sign up for our volunteer orientation that will be coming up in the next couple of months. We're always looking for in-kind donations, things like hygiene products, clothing, shoes, arts and crafts projects, nail polish, things that girls really like. With the need for social distancing, all of our off-campus activities, things like bowling and ice skating, those things we've had to put on hold. So we are really in need of in-kind donations to support the girls doing activities on campus, things like basketballs and hula hoops and art supplies, things that the girls can do in small groups here on campus with some of the staff and a few of the volunteers who have continued on in service to StreetLight and to the girls. For those of you who are able to donate financially, StreetLight USA is a qualified foster care organization. And what that means is, as a married couple, you can donate $1,000 to StreetLight. As a single individual, you can donate $500, and it's a dollar for dollar tax credit. For more ways to support StreetLight, please go to our website. Our wish list is updated on a weekly basis, and those are the things that the girls really love and really want. And if you'd like to give directly to them, that's one of the best ways to get the real-time information on the things that are needed here on our campus. Well, thank you so much for taking this tour with me today. It was wonderful to spend the morning with you. If you have any questions or would like to partner with us or need more information, please contact us at info@streetlightusa.org. Again, that's info@streetlightusa.org. I look forward to connecting with you on a more personal level in the upcoming months. May God bless you. May God keep you in this season. I am praying for you, and we love you.